Well, students and teachers get back to the grind next week, and many of both the students and the teachers will be carrying a lot of high-tech equipment with them. And Julian Sanders is with us today from London Drugs, and we're talking about items that I'm thinking protect what you have in terms of the hard work you've done and things like that. So first of all, it's nice to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Now let's talk about I say backing up files, but that's probably not even the term that's used anymore. What are we talking about?
Right. Well, if all of your files are only on the computer, and you say lose your computer or your hard drive crashes,
right.
It might not even be a physical problem with your computer. You basically have lost all your hard work.
Exactly.
So it's important that you keep a backup outside of the computer just in case.
Now, have they made things easier? Because I suspect it probably wasn't that difficult to begin with. But is the process of backing up something pretty darn simple?
Absolutely. It's way past just burning a disk or anything like that. It makes it very easy with a wide variety of products depending on how much stuff you have to back up.
Okay. So let's talk about, first thing, I'm going to go to this one because I think this one's totally cool. Now, does this have to do with backing up files?
It does, yeah.
Good, because I tell you, I'm lost when it comes to high tech. Tell us about this, because I'm actually blown away by sort of the main feature of this particular item.
So basically, it's a hard drive that can hold 250 gigs worth of information, and you can't access it until you scan your finger over the little sensor. Exactly.
There's a fingerprint reader right here. It's like some kind of super spy thing here. And now most people would say, well, oh, who really needs that? But you were telling me, first of all, in houses, in homes.
Exactly. Well, say there's a brother and a sister. They don't have to fight. They can hide their stuff from one or the other without the finger.
Fair enough then. And you were also saying if if mom and dad, quite frankly, financial records, if somehow your home gets broken into, very difficult to access something.
Exactly. Yeah. It keeps things just it's that one extra level of protection, so it protects you against all that identity theft too.
Now you got that, and then this I actually recognize. So just a USB?
Yep, that's just a USB flash drive. So these are a little smaller capacity.
Okay.
These are designed for temporary backup. You can also share things if you have some photos you wanted to give to a friend. So they're available in a very wide variety of capacities these days.
Okay.
London Drugs has them up to 64 gigs even. So that's a whole box of DVDs worth
of information.
Very impressive.
Now, when we talk about taking care, backing up our data, are there you talk about the number of gigabytes. Is there a number that's typical, shall we say? It's like, oh, that would be enough for the typical student?
Well, it depends on how much digital media you have on your computer. So if you have an average music collection, a few thousand photos, 160 or 250 gig hard drive should back up your entire computer.
Okay.
If you're more into shooting movies, say you post a lot of stuff on the internet on YouTube and whatnot, then you probably want a 320 or 500 gig hard drive.
Okay, fair enough then. Hey, and one thing I want to talk about before we run out of time here. You were saying that, if people take a little bit of simple maintenance, like blowing some air through their laptop, you can really extend the life.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of people use their laptop right on their lap, and then lint and dust comes in right from your clothing and through the fans into the computer. And clogging it up overheats the computer, and it wears it out prematurely. So if you get a little inexpensive can of air, you blow some air at the bottom of it once a month, it really helps increase the longevity of your computer.
And for regular, I'll say tabletop computers, same sort of thing, just a good idea to use a can of air to keep things clean?
Absolutely. Helps you just keep that extra life.
Fair enough then. Hey, we are going to run out of time here. One last thing before we go. You were telling me, because I've got a MacBook. Mac has a brand new operating system out there.
They do, yeah. They just came out with Snow Leopard today, so it's only $35 to upgrade your computer from Leopard, and its copies are available and in store right now. So it gives your computer more speed, more battery life.
Righto.
Always a good thing.
Exactly. Hey, we've got all kinds of things here. Didn't get a chance to get through all of them, but thanks very much to Julian Sanders being here with us from London Drugs, and we will no doubt talk to him in the future about future stuff. And we'd also like to remind you about a few other things going on in the future, courtesy of Prairie Mobile Communications. Classic River Cinema is set to go again this weekend at New Boston, down by Friendship Park. So in Friendship Park tonight, they're playing Back to the Future. Saturday, John Candy and the Great Outdoors, and Sunday, Raiders of the Lost Ark.